Hello, I'm Monique from Flourish Yoga, and today's flow is a beautiful one to do in the morning, at the start of your week. If you're starting a new routine or a habit, it's all about new beginnings. So, if you normally use yoga blocks or straps or anything to support you in your yoga flow, grab them now. I just want to remind you to always listen to your body. This is about your yoga journey. And so I will always give modifications, but if your body is still giving you signs that this is not feeling good, just back off and adjust to whatever suits your needs and your body. So let's get on the mat and flow. We're going to start in Sukhasana. So comfortable cross-legged position. You can sit on a block to prop your hips up a bit more. If this isn't comfortable, feel free to have your legs stretched out in front of you. We're just really wanting a beautiful long spine. So just placing your hands on your knees with your palms up, open and ready for the new day, or maybe for your new habit or routine that you're starting. Just taking time to slow down before we begin. Just noticing how you're feeling. Noticing your breath. Not changing it yet. Just bringing awareness to it. Our affirmations for this class today are: I am ready for new beginnings. I am capable of new goals. I am ready for new beginnings. I am capable of new goals. You might like to repeat these to yourself quietly. I am ready for new beginnings. I am capable of new goals. Just slowly blinking open your eyes, placing your palms on your knees, and we're just going to bring some movement into our spine. So just making little circles, warming it up. Just making sure that your sit bones are even on the ground. You might like to start to make the circles bigger, so opening your heart, rounding the spine, and don't forget to breathe. Going the other way. I love doing this first thing in the morning. Just bring some beautiful, gentle movement into my body. And then coming back to center. We're going to make our way now to child's pose. So our big toes are together, and if your buttocks can't rest on your heels, you can pop a block underneath. Same with if your forehead can't quite rest on the ground, you can pop a block there to support you. So I like to take a wide child's pose with my knees apart, but you can have your knees together, whatever is calling you this morning. And so I just really love starting my day in child's pose as well, as it just helps me to ground myself. I feel supported in this pose. And I'm just able to connect my mind and body together, connect to the earth. Slowly lifting your head. We're going to walk your hands out to the right, your left palm on top of your right, and then lowering back down for a bit of a side stretch. Lifting your head, we're going to take our right hand, placing it just next to your right thigh, then sweeping the left arm up and opening our heart up to the sky for a bit more of a deeper side stretch. If this is a bit intense, you can come up higher on your fingertips. And then sweeping back, coming back to our child's pose, arms extended, resting your forehead down. Lifting your head slightly, walking those hands to the left, right hand comes on top, lowering down. Lifting your head, bring those left fingertips beside your left leg. Sweep that right arm up and over, shining your heart to the sky. Again, you can choose the intensity of the side stretch here. Sweeping those hands down, back to child's pose, and resting here for one breath. Slowly coming up to your hands and knees to a tabletop position, checking that your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. We're going to keep warming up our spine with some cat-cow flow. So inhale, drop your belly, open your heart, and look up. Exhale, navel to spine, tuck your chin for cat. Inhale, dropping and opening for cow. Roll those shoulders back. Exhale, rounding and tucking for cat. 2 more in your own time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Coming back to a neutral spine. Placing the weight in your left hand, you're going to lift the right arm up, sweeping it open. Then we're going to thread it under, but we're not stopping. We're going to sweep it back up for a bit of a flow. And thread it under. Sweep it up. Thread it under one last time. Sweep it up. Exhale, thread it under. Then lowering all the way down to that right shoulder inside of your face. You can leave the left hand on the ground, or if you want, you can reach it up to the sky. You could even take a little bind here. So coming over your back and grabbing the inner right thigh. And of course, don't forget to breathe here. Unthreading that hand if it was threaded, lowering the left hand back down. Sweep that right arm up and then placing it down. Let's do that on the other side. So inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, thread it under. Inhale, up. Exhale, under. Inhale, up. Exhale, under. One last time. Inhale, up. Exhale, under. And lowering down to that left shoulder inside of your face again, choosing where you would like your right hand to be. So whatever's working for you this morning. If you're choosing the bind, just remember to roll that right shoulder back, opening it up. And threading that right hand, if it was threaded, planting it down. Inhale, sweep the left arm up. Exhale, drop it down. Just take your hands out slightly further in front of you. And we're planting the weight in our fingertips and knuckles. Curl the back toes. We're going to lift our hips up for our first downward facing dog. So you can have a bend in your knees here. It's the first one of the day. We want a beautiful long spine. Our shoulders are broadening. Our ears are by our arms and our navel is drawing in. We also want to be knitting our ribs in as well. So we're going to inhale up to the toes. Exhale, lower that right heel down, bend the left. Inhale up to the toes. Left heel down, bend the right leg. So just pedaling out, so you can keep doing this here in your own time. Just bringing some beautiful movement into our legs, slowly warming up. Inhale up to your toes, look to your hands, bend your knees, and you can walk or you can jump them up just behind your hands. We're coming out, taking our feet a bit wider than hip width and lowering down to yogi squat or malasana. So you can be up on the balls of your feet here if having the heels down isn't available for you. We're going to take our hands out in front and kind of make a yogi gun here, crossing our thumbs, and we're going to inhale, power through our feet and lift up. So inhale and exhale back down. Just bringing some warmth into our legs. Inhale and exhale down. And again, inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Then bringing your hands to your heart. Exhale. Taking your feet about hip width apart. And we're just going to take a moment to find some balance and grounding here in Tadasana, mountain pose. So we want the weight spread evenly through our feet. So just take a moment here. Our quads are on, helping us to feel nice and stable here. We're going to do some sun salute A's. For the first 2 rounds, I'm going to do a modified version for you. And then please listen to your body, whether you will repeat that or if you will then do a bit more of a challenging version. So we're going to inhale, sweep our arms out and up. Exhale, dive it down. Have a bend in your knees. Inhale, come to a half fold on your fingertips or shins. Exhale, step back to plank. Lower your knees, chin, chest, elbows tucking in, all the way down. Roll those shoulders back. Inhale, pushing the tops of your feet into the ground. Weight in your hands for baby cobra. Exhale, push your hips back, curl your toes. Make your way to downward facing dog. And just pausing here. Look to your hands, bend your knees, and you can walk up to the top of your mat. Inhale for half fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up. Hands come above your head. Exhale, bring them to your heart. Let's repeat that. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, dive it forwards. Inhale, half fold, fingertips or shins. Exhale, forward fold. Step back to plank. Lower your knees, chin, chest down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, push back, curl the toes for downward facing dog. Let's pause here. Just reconnecting with our breath. Bend your knees, look to your hands, walk it up. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slip those arms up and over. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, so this next 2 rounds are going to be a little different, so please just choose what works for you. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come to your fingertips. Exhale, plant those hands, step back to plank pose. Then coming onto your toes, so edging forward so your shoulders are over your wrists. Bend your arms to a right angle for chaturanga. Inhale, lifting your pelvis and knees for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So if you lowered your knees and did baby cobra, just meet us back in downward facing dog. Bend your knees, inhale, look to your hands, step or jump. Coming to half fold, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up, hands above head. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's do that again. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, you can step back to plank and go through your vinyasa, or you can jump to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, meeting us back in downward facing dog. So yoga is always about just finding the practice that works for you. So choosing your level. It's about finding that balance between challenge, but also a bit of comfort. We never want any pain. Bend your knees, look to your hands, jump forwards or step. Inhale, come to your fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, bring them to your heart. And just pausing here in Tadasana. And the legs are on, bringing stability to your body and your mind. Bringing awareness back to your breath. It might have got away from you and has brought some energy and warmth into our body. So just taking this moment to connect back with it. We're going to do some sun salute B's. So sweep those arms back, tap the ground, coming up to chair pose. You can have your feet together. Hip width apart is easier, so choose your option. So you should be able to see your toes here. So your weight is a bit further back in your heels. We have a slight curve to go with the lumbar spine, not keeping it real straight here, so that then we can open our chest up to the sky. We're going to fold here, exhale, inhale, come to our half fold, planting our hands, step back to plank pose, lower knees, chin, chest, inhale, cobra, exhale, pushing back, curl those toes, come to downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep that right leg up. Exhale, really tuck it into your chest. Push out from your left toes and your hands. Plant the right foot between your hands. Then we're coming to warrior one. So our back foot's at a 45-degree angle. Heel to heel alignment, hips are square. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Tailbone is drawing down, ribs are knitting in. If this is a bit hard on your hips, you can take your feet further apart to bring more balance to you. If heel to heel, you're a bit wobbly. So just choose your modification. Then exhale, step it back to plank pose, knees, chin, chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Make your way to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, tuck it into your chest. Plant between your hands. Coming into that warrior one on the other side. So we really want those square hips. My right buttock is engaged here. I'm pulling that left hip back. Powering down through my feet and my legs for that beautiful, strong stability here. Plant the hands, step back to plank pose, lowering knees, chin, chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, making my way to downward facing dog. Again, we're going to pause here to connect with our breath. Look to our hands, bend our knees, walk or jump to your hands. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep those hands behind, coming back to our chair pose. Inhale, straighten. Sweep those hands above your head. Exhale. Hands to your heart in prayer pose. Okay, that was one round. I'm definitely feeling warmth here. So let's do it again. Inhale, sweep those hands behind, tapping down. Coming into our chair pose here. Check that you can see your toes. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Lowering knees, chin, chest. Inhale, cobra. Elbows hugging in. Exhale, coming to downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep that right leg up. Exhale, planting it between your hands. Coming into warrior one. Back foot at a 45-degree angle, drawing the right hip back, left buttock engaged. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank, lower knees, chin, chest. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, pushing up to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, Bring it into your chest. Plant between your hands. Plant the right foot down. Inhale up. Warrior one. Exhale. Plant your hands down. Step back to plank. Lower knees, chin, chest. Inhale. Cobra. Exhale. Coming back to downward facing dog. Bend your knees here. Look to your hand, step or jump. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep the hands behind. Coming into chair pose. Bringing that weight back into the heels so you can see your toes. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten those legs. Exhale. Hands to your heart. And feel that energy building, ready for the new day, for the new week, for those new beginnings. This next sun salute B is a little more challenging. So again, keep going with the one that we just did, or you can have a go at this one. So sweep those hands behind, coming into chair pose. Take a moment to check. Your core is on, your ribs are knitting together, but you're lengthening that waist. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Come to chaturanga, or you can lower it all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Thighs and knees are lifted. Roll those shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that right leg up. Exhale, bring it to your chest. Plant between your hands. Inhale up for warrior one. Powering down through your feet. Feeling strong like a warrior. Plant the hands, step back to plank pose. Shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, meeting us in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, hug it into your chest. Plant between your hands. Rising up, warrior one. That right buttock is really engaged here. Core is on, ribs are drawing in. Exhale, step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, meeting us in downward facing dog. Pausing here. Connecting with your breath. If you need, you can lower into child's pose if your body is needing a break. Coming onto your toes, bend your knees, step or jump forwards. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep those hands behind you, coming up for our chair pose. Inhale, straightening arms above head. Exhale. Bring them to your heart. One more round. Sweep those arms behind, coming into chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Choose your vinyasa, whatever works for your body. Inhale, cobra up dog. Exhale, meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that right leg up. Exhale, plant the foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, plank pose, chaturanga, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale to your chest. Plant between your hands. Inhale. Warrior one. Exhale. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Pausing here. Inhale, come up onto your toes. Bend your knees, look to your hands, step or jump forwards. Inhale to your fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the hands behind you, coming into chair pose. And then this time we're going to lower, all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Coming into a little ball. Okay. We're going to extend the left leg out in front of us. We're starting to slow down. I'm sure you're glad to hear that. So right foot comes to your left inner thigh. You guys have worked so hard. Starting your new day, your new week, your new beginnings with so much power and energy. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale. We really want to be bending from our hips. So having that beautiful long spine and bringing your hands wherever you can. You can have a micro bend in the left leg to protect your leg, not forcing anything. So if you're up here, that is what your body needs. And we just always need to be respecting our body. So leading with your heart, a lovely long spine. On the exhale, we can fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Extend that right leg out, left foot to right inner thigh. Again, we're going to inhale, sweep those hands up. Exhale, folding from our hips. Have that lovely long spine. Again, you can have that micro bend in your knee if you need it. Otherwise, our kneecap and thigh are on. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Bringing your feet together for butterfly pose, soles of your feet. So in butterfly pose, the further your feet are away from you, the easier it is. The closer they are to you, the more challenging. You can use blocks to support your knees. We never want to be pushing down. So you can take a hold of your ankles, roll those shoulders back. Core is on and you have a lovely long spine. If you engage your buttocks, you'll find that that helps to open your hips and you can go a bit deeper. So you can stay here or you can start to fold forward with a straight spine, and then you can use your elbows just to lightly put some weight on your legs. So as you breathe into any tightness you have here, I just want you to let go of this tightness, but also let go of any doubts that you have in your mind about new beginnings. So even any doubts you might have about today or this week, any worries or concerns, just exhale, release them all out. So let's inhale, exhale, side out. Slowly coming up. Coming back to how we started, so in Tadasana or a seated position, whatever works for your body. Just making sure your sit bones are even, spine is nice and long. Taking your left hand to your right knee, we're going to sweep the right arm up. Exhale, lean to the side. Again, we want to be rolling that arm and shoulder back. Release, take the right arm to the left knee. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, lean it over. Then taking the left hand to the right knee if you can, and just rounding your spine. So I'm gripping onto my knees, getting a bit of a stretch in my upper back and shoulders. Slowly releasing, keeping your arms crossed. Give yourself a hug. And rock from side to side gently. And just taking this moment to show appreciation to your body and yourself for taking this time on your mat. Bringing your hands to your heart. Lower your chin slightly. Just showing yourself gratitude for all that you have accomplished today already. And taking this beautiful feeling off your mat and into your day for this new day, new week, new beginning. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, bring them to your head for purity of thought, to your lips for clarity of speech, to your heart for kindness of heart. Thank you so much for flowing with me. I can't wait for you to join me back on the mat again.